Hello, my name is Justin Birkenmaier. This is a presentation for Job 3 for Advanced Graphic Design 2. This is the 360-degree experiential design, and we're going to be going through the process book here. When figuring out an event that I wanted to do, I was kind of looking into kind of current interest right now, and I've been recently a part of a movie club and kind of diving into kind of classic film and really wanted to take that current passion that I have and put it into this project. So, the birth of Unreal Orlando, that's what the ORL stands for. Unreal Orlando is an avant-garde film festival, bridges kind of past and future cinema. So, you want to showcase new film like Tribeca, like Sundance and South by Southwest, but also recognizing where these indie filmmakers are inspired from. So really wanting to showcase directors like David Lynch and David Cronenberg and Stanley Kubrick. Just again, handful to just be out there. Sorry, losing tangents here, thinking about all the different movies in my head right now. But the target audience, I was thinking kind of like myself, my friends. You have your cult film enthusiasts, your inspiring filmmakers, film critics and journalists, and of course, just kind of general film festival goers, people that just like going to see movies. So you'll kind of see a bridge, or not a bridge, a kind of a variance of dedication to the film, right? People who just like kind of going and watching, all the way up to people who are analyzing and writing and really thinking about these projects that these people are putting out here. So user persona, again, we're looking at Max Avery here, 28. He's an indie filmmaker and video editor, loves cult classics, art house horror, very analytical, especially like we said earlier, people who really like to think about what they're watching. The motivation to attend is wants to experience rare screenings, network with other filmmakers, really just get to know more of the community. Also, something that hasn't been mentioned, this is an Orlando Film Festival, so we're really, part of our target audience is going to be Orlando locals. Tone of voice is bold and unconventional. You'll see that with the bold and all caps text throughout. Mysterious, intriguing. There's areas where we'll see in the future designs where it's kind of just some eyes of some directors kind of creeping out and kind of that cult and niche driven, kind of playing with the mysterious and bold. You'll usually find unconventional, bold, mysterious, intriguing movies to be your cult classics. And as mentioned, earlier, Sundance, Fantastic Fest, Beyond, Telluride, these are all, in the scene of, kind of art house style indie film festivals. The advertising objectives, right? We want Orlando Unreal to be a must-attend event. We want to highlight the unique blend of, classic and new films that are coming out. We want to generate a buzz with good branding, social media campaigns. Increase ticket sales, of course, right? At the end of the day, we want to fill these seats. We want to get people in. And we want to create an immersive brand experience through merch, invitations, overall murals so people can take photos in front of not just images we're posting or photographers we've hired to take photos of the event, but we want the community taking photos there. We want this to be an eye-catching event. We want people to share their love for film and make this a new, honestly, nationally known film festival, similar to how Sundance is. So our mood board here, again, going back to that bold, unconventional, intriguing. I've been really playing around with a lot of like halftones and fun gradient maps. And so really trying to play into that. Again, a lot of things that have been interesting me recently, I wanted to put into this project. Uh, Following a similar design trend that I always kind of fall into, but breaking it a little bit. Switch the font up a little bit. Another sans serif. It's my classic trait. But I wanted to do the Acumen variable condensed black. For main text, we're really going to be going on the Acumen variable font family. And the colors we're using over here kind of playing off two shades of purple, kind of a light baby pink and a darker plum. Two colors I really haven't worked with. Again, wanting to think outside the box with this one. How can we translate purple into film? So we jumped into logo sketches and again playing with kind of film reels and the wheel itself, the film, playing around with some projector shapes, lenses. I've even looked at making Lake Eola and incorporating a film into that. Also looking into kind of different typographic marks. Uh, Really just thinking outside the box, but kind of ended up in the middle of the road with my sketches, this being the final logo, utilizing that typeface as mentioned earlier, and then filling in kind of the emptiness in that U and the O. Now looking into kind of the event items that are going to be designed. So we have a lanyard. This is going to be the front. This is for our Premier Pass. Simple QR code to scan in. You have your dates, easy peasy. Also simple branding up on the lanyard there, just kind of inverting the color scheme. Wanted to have a fun back to this lanyard badge. So we used one of the directors we'll see throughout, that is David Lynch. Again, with that fun kind of halftone effect, which was actually really fun making that pattern to making a pattern for a halftone instead of using preset ones like dots or things like that. It was really a neat process. Fun tote bag, again, utilizing that U and O for the Unreal Orlando, and kind of um, inverting that and then scaling it up to create the background, and making kind of those fun shapes. Really loved how the texture and the fabric with the print, how this came out, because you can still see a lot of those threads. Really does feel like it has good material, good quality to it. Invitation front wanted to be simple. I'm not trying to give too much away, right? We're trying to be mysterious. Unreal Orlando Spring 2024. What is that, right? Flip over, we can find some more information. We know it's a film festival. We know it's happening in spring. Here are the dates, and some featured films, of course. Want to highlight some directors, and then just a QR code. What's this QR code for? Let's figure it out, right? Trying to play into that mystery of it all. We want people searching to figure out what is Unreal Orlando. Jumping into some environmental design, kind of the thought behind this mural was to provide a fun photo opt. Again, going to that mystery, kind of creeping above, with just the eyes of these directors here, that being David Lynch, David Cronenberg, and Stanley Kubrick. Um, some of the polls, again, using that same design with the OU in the background, that soft gradient from that kind of deeper plum to light baby pink. We just want to have these pole banners, similar to like how it would be in front of a museum and things like that, lining around the downtown area of Orlando. I don't see this event being in one space. I do see it being held through different venues scattered around to really make it seem larger than it is, spanning from Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center to other venues along, downtown Orlando. A ceiling banner, again, highlighting these historically great directors. Want to include some quotes about film, and what inspires them. So this is an example of how we could translate those iconic quotes into around the different event spaces. Finally, just wrapping everything up with our ads. We'll see here, this is again just three separate ones that can be interchangeably used in any space. I wanted you all to see how they look together, and then how they fit into another space, being like a bus stop ad. Very small changes with this. Really, just to kind of shift the focus and make it a little bit more eye-catching, was just I decreased the size of the background here. Again, small plays on a cohesive design. I didn't want to think too outside the box with each piece of media or merch or what have you, for this project. And with that being said, that does conclude the presentation for Job 3. Again, my name is Justin Birkenmaier. Really do thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.